is everywhere.
No, I think that's
And
what
we would
it's
love you to
there.
read along with us. And we're beginning the section entitled The Justification for Forgiveness. He's going to explain to us why forgiveness is what is just for our brother and for ourselves. It is justice rather than a gift bestowed on an unjustified person. We deserve this. So, you want to start, Judith?
Okay. Anger is never justified. Attack has no foundation. It is here escape from fear begins and will be made complete. Here is the real world given in exchange for dreams of terror. For it is on this forgiveness rests and is but natural. You are not asked to offer pardon where attack is due and would be justified. For that would mean that you forgive a sin by overlooking what is really there. This is not pardon. For it would assume that by responding in a way which is not justified, your pardon will become the answer to attack that has been made. And thus is pardon inappropriate by being granted where it is not due.
This is a key concept the Course is trying to teach us that's really hard to get. But what he's saying is, if someone really did attack you, then forgiveness isn't justified. The reason why forgiveness is justified is you're imagining you're being attacked. We're not being attacked. And our anger, therefore, has no foundation in reality. Because anger would be the appropriate, justified response as a counter, as a defense to attack. So the Course is trying to say, this is a dream of illusions of attack on each other. You are believing you're being attacked is the same as attacking. You're dreaming. And so that's why forgiveness is justified. Does that make sense? It is the right thing to do. When you get angry, you're in the wrong, not them. You're the one that's acting unjustified. So now when you know that, you can just get yourself in order because you know you need healing and you're believing in dreams and you're believing in a vulnerable identity that needs to defend itself by attacking, counterattacking, an imaginary attack. Okay, so that's what it means by attack has no foundation. You cannot attack the Son of God in reality because he's part of God. There's nothing out there to attack us but our own minds.
Well, we're doing this repressed rage thing with this back healing. Is that the same thing, like we're just attacking ourselves when we become in pain?
Mm-hmm.
That it's like a cycle.
Yeah, the Course is very clear on the fact that all sickness is attack.
Sorry, no.
All sickness is attack on the body. It's an attack on the body. It's anger directed at the body for what it didn't do. So that's why, yes, that's what it is. That's what the Course says. So he's just confirming this. And that's what we do because we're in a dream. We attack ourselves and we attack each other. And he's saying there's no foundation for this attack. Your anger is not justified at yourself or anyone else. And it's also why this is a course in peace, the road to peace, because anger is where we're kind of stuck. Because we're upset about something, we're upset about the separation. And the road out will be shifting anger to peace is a choice for a miracle. So that's what this is all teaching us to do. And why it's justified that we make this choice. Because as long as we think we're bestowing forgiveness on someone who doesn't deserve it, it isn't because they really did what we think they did. See, it's not real forgiveness then because it's not healing our mind of the fantasy that we were attacked. It's just not doing anything.
Yeah, this didn't seem to, well, it actually does involve others because he recommends making a list of different factors. I mean, there's a whole list of them, but childhood incidents, whatever, but to get to the source of your repressed rage. And so I guess we were
You want to
pretty
understand
shocked
that the miracle journey the Course is talking to us about is all about getting to our repressed rage. Every day, things trigger our repressed rage. The car cuts us off. The person doesn't say what we want. The thing doesn't work out. That's touching that like iceberg of rage. And so that's why the guided journey of the Course, because he's saying the Holy Spirit's going to guide you every day, is to unearth that and let it go. So we're letting go of these clouds of guilt, which are what causes anger, so that we can see who we really are. Because this is hiding, these are the blocks to love's presence and peace's presence. So
with sickness, you don't realize it's anger because, you know, you think it's the body doing it to you, so you never go to the mind. But anger is really, you're punishing your body. Sickness is anger taken out on the body. So most people don't even think they have anger.
no,
You know, when they let out a sigh,
right.
I told that to my son one day, my younger son. I said, well, just a sigh is anger. Oh, come on.
Yeah, right.
Well, you know, they
and he
don't
angrily
understand
says,
that.
"Oh,
That's
come
okay."
on."
Yeah. You know?
I think why, because we're in such a state of anger, we're going, I mean, there's something other than that?
It's hard, it's really hard to start admitting that there's murderous thoughts in your mind. It's really frightening. I mean, for me, it's been coming up, vengeance and murder, and it's like, but it's there.
It's there.
But it came so it could be,
It's
well,
healed.
you know, that's the coolest part. I mean, of knowing, because like Russ is like, well, now that, because both of us were like in shock after our 4th page of writing out, you know, we're like, holy God, no wonder, you know, I mean, really shocked to have.
There's the common experience as you really move into this course, you find out there's lots of stuff under there that you didn't know was there.
Yeah.
But it explains the anxiety and fear that before I started doing the course I was living with every day. I didn't know where it's coming from. I didn't know what it was all about. But that's what it is. But So you're-
I feel very hopeful.
you're on target.
I'm not,
this is good.
You know that first line, anger is never justified. Sometimes I remember that in the midst of having an experience of it's absolutely justified.
I'm positive.
You know?
I am so
It's
right.
like, and it's like, where does that come from? It seems like it's a thought coming from a long ways away. Anger is never justified. Oh, I don't think so. You know, I've got a list as long as my arm as to why it's justified. But that is what he's saying. And the whole course is telling us why it's not justified. So he must be right. But I'm just saying that line has been really helpful to me. To get out of my anger.
Yes, because you go, okay, I'm there, but it's not justified.
I must be wrong.
Yeah, and the point is, it's not justified. I think it's justified based on my interpretation of the event. So what he's saying is it's not justified. If you saw this event correctly, you wouldn't feel anger. Just wouldn't be there. You have misinterpreted the meaning of this moment, and misinterpreted the meaning of your brother, and misinterpreted the meaning of yourself, and that's why you're feeling angry. And the truth is, if you had interpreted everything according to truth, you would be at peace. So here's your choice. What are you going to choose? I want the meaning that gives me peace. I do not want this meaning that justifies my anger, because it's not justified. That's the whole trick here, is to believe him, that pardon is always justified. And it